So today we're here to talk about hot tub cover lifters, like this one on my hot tub. We're going to get into all the different kinds of hot tub cover lifters and how they mount to your hot tub, and we're also going to address why you'd want one to begin with. So let's get going. So I want to talk first about why you would want a hot tub cover lifter to begin with. First of all, hot tub covers are a hard, dense layer of foam inside of this vinyl cover. It's actually quite heavy. And at my previous house, we didn't have a hot tub cover lifter on our hot tub. So my wife and daughters would have to struggle every time to lift this up, fold it over, and then they couldn't set it onto the ground, so they'd have to push it off. And every time it did that, it would give wear and tear on the foam itself, and more importantly, on the seams of the cover itself, where it's sewn together. It's basically just a vinyl cover with foam inserts. And every time they would push it onto the ground and it would fall, it would put wear and tear on those seams, and after a while they started to tear. And you can get tape and fix that, but a hot tub cover lifter, like the one we're going to talk about today, saves you all that wear and tear on your cover, extending the life of your cover by years. So let's talk about that some more. Okay, so I mentioned that at my previous house where we didn't have a hot tub cover lifter, my wife and kids used to shove this thing off the edge of the hot tub and onto the ground every time. And as you can see, there's a zipper right here. There's another one right here. As you can see, inside of this is just styrofoam. And the big part has a big block of styrofoam, not this thin stuff like that. But what happens is that over time, as these seams begin to tear, water can get inside of the cover, either from the hot tub or when it rains. And that can lead to mold, that can lead to mildew. If you've ever seen a hot tub cover that sags in the middle, it's probably full of water. And again, over time, that's just going to fall apart, and you're going to have to get a new hot tub cover, which is hundreds of dollars. So it's well worth spending anywhere from $60 to $200 now one time to get a hot tub cover lifter to extend the life of your hot tub cover by years. So that's what we're talking about today in this video. So there's a few different kinds of hot tub cover lifters, a few different styles. So there's one kind that mounts right here, kind of on the top. It literally just screws into the paneling. Some hot tubs, older ones especially, have wood paneling. A lot of the newer, more modern ones and less expensive ones have plastic. So it'll screw right into there. Others kind of wedge in at the bottom of the hot tub, again on the sides. And then ones like mine actually just have one panel that fits underneath the hot tub. Or if you're lucky enough to have a wooden deck, it can just screw right into the deck, which eliminates the process of trying to get that panel under the hot tub, which usually requires emptying it. Okay, so I'm down here to give you a bird's eye view of how I have mine mounted. Like I mentioned, I'm lucky enough to have mine on a wooden deck, so I literally just have my hot tub cover lifter screwed right into my deck. This thing comes with this, and if I didn't have a wooden deck, instead of screwing it into the deck, I would have some bolts that come with it that are flush on the underside, and this would simply mount right to this plate, and then the plate would slide right under the hot tub, and it's the weight of the hot tub that holds this in place and gives it its strength. However, if you're going to do that, you have to empty your hot tub first. After all, this hot tub, when full of water right now, is probably about 5,500 pounds. There's no way I could get this underneath that without emptying it. So, if you're lucky enough to have a wooden deck like me, just screw it in. It's way easier. Otherwise, just know you're going to have to drain your hot tub and then probably use a rubber mallet to get this thing in place. And I'm just going to kind of keep going. Okay, so now the moment you've all been waiting for. Well, at least two of you. I'm going to show you how to use this. Bear in mind that my wife and my daughters are now right hovering around the teenage years. They can all open and close this, keeping the cover in perfect, pristine condition by themselves. That's the beauty of a hot tub cover lifter, is you don't have to have a lot of muscle strength to get it open and then to close it again. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do it right now. So obviously you're going to start by opening it halfway. That doesn't take any effort at all. The next step is probably what requires the most strength, but again, my daughter, my middle daughter, who's 11, can do this by herself, no problem. You just pull this all the way out to the edge, and then the weight of it almost does the work for you. The weight of it, I can do this just with one hand, basically. Opens just like that. And then, because of the hydraulic arms on this thing, if I want to close it, I just pull up. Again, I'm doing this one-handed. It does most of the work for you. I shove it back, just like that. And then I close it, just like that. It's very easy. The magic is right here. It's this hydraulic arm. Right there. That's what does the hard work for you and makes this thing so awesome. Okay, so if I haven't sold you on this hot tub cover lifter yet, let me give you a few more reasons. And let me also say that any hot tub cover lifter is going to be better than none. After all, you're talking about extending the life of your cover by maybe 3 to 5 years. This is hundreds of dollars to get a new one. So putting that expense off a few years is well worth spending roughly $100 now or so, or whatever the price is of the hot tub cover lifter that you buy. But this one is by Cover Valet. It's an Amazon's Choice product, and I'll put a link to Amazon in the description of this video. It's well worth getting. It's got hundreds of reviews, and they're almost all 5-star, and for good reason. All of the reasons I showed you today and more. It's got a gas spring hydraulic arm, and it's got high-grade powdered coated aluminum for the material that it's made of. There's no plastic on this other than this little bit of rubber here, which is just designed to save the rubbing and wear and tear on the cover when it comes into contact with it. It also comes with free shipping, so it's a great product. If you don't get this one, get any kind of hot tub cover lifter. Trust me, you're going to love it. But this one is awesome. Again, I'll put a link to Amazon in the description of this video. It's by Cover Valet. Once again, everyone, my name is Jeff Campbell. This is my channel, Hot Tub Owner HQ. I also have my website, hottubownerhq.com, and both here and there I share all of the best tips that I know about owning, maintaining, and repairing hot tubs. I'd love it if you joined me along this journey by giving me a thumbs up, hitting that subscribe button, and smashing that bell notification button. That way you get notified of future videos just like this one. If you have an idea for something you'd like to see in a future video, leave me a comment down below. I'm going to do my best to respond to every comment I get. And even if you have some constructive feedback for me, please, I'd love to hear that too. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.